My best friend Jazz asked me, "How are you handling it?" "Handling what?" I asked in confusion. Jazz stares at me in confusion for a long few minutes. My heart started racing and pounding for reasons I don't know. "I really shouldn't be the one to tell you this," Jazz utters. "Tell me what exactly?" I ask in growing horror. "No, no, no, don't panic," Jazz waves her hands frantically. "You're only making me panic more," I state. "It's nothing bad." Jazz hesitates for a moment before rethinking that statement. "Well, it's not as bad as someone dying." My mouth drops open as my hands start to sweat. "Not as bad as someone dying? That leaves every possibility under the sun," I scream at her. She just rubs her temples harshly as she responds, "You should go talk to Jake." "Wait, my boyfriend Jake? Do you have another boyfriend named Jake?" She says sassily back. I just shake my head. "You really should go talk to him, Valerie," before she stands up and scurries off. I glance at my watch. Jake should be at the library by now. I stand to make my way over. Jake and I had met during orientation week at our college campus. We had instantly clicked as best friends with personalities that fed off of each other. It wasn't until our sophomore year that we actually started dating. Jazz had just looked at me when I had told her before, stating, "Finally." It was weird at first dating your best friend, but we quickly got over that awkward stage. Now, here we are senior year, and something was wrong with Jake. And Jazz, of all people, won about it before I did. I scan the library before spotting him in the back by the law books. I begin to walk over when a beautiful brunette takes a seat across from him. I froze before walking around so I could hear what they were saying. "Have you told Valerie yet?" "Tell me what?" I wanted to shout. "I haven't," Jake states, not looking up at the woman. "Was he cheating on me?" "You need to tell her soon," the woman continues. Jake slams his book on the table, making all of us jump. "What is it to you, Trina? Because I would never go out with a backstabber like you," Jake snarls. So, he wasn't cheating, I thought. "Because it's wrong to string someone along like you're doing," Trina snaps right back. "I don't want to see what happened to me 4 years ago happen to someone as kind and caring as Valerie." I stare at Trina in shock. Before I remembered in junior year helping her a semester, I had tutored her in public communications, a prerequisite that was required, and she had been failing. Why did it seem like everyone knew Jake's secret but me? It made zero sense when before now, I would have said there were no secrets between us. "What happened to you was awful, Trina. But this isn't like that," Jake stated firmly back. The stubborn set of his jaw told me he wasn't going to be backing down anytime soon. No, my boyfriend of 3 years suddenly dumps me to go to college only to later find out we had gotten accepted to the same university? How the heck is that different from this? Besides it being a high school romance versus college one, she would be dang proud of you, but this is going to make her break up with you. Trina questions harshly as my mind races. "Why would you think that?" Jake snapped back. "Because I dang would," Trina matched his anger. "It doesn't even matter because I'm not even sure if I'm going to Harvard." I step out from my hiding space. Trina's mouth drops open as she spots me first. "When were you going to tell me?" I ask Jake in a broken voice. Jake swivels around in shock. "It's not like that, Valerie. So you weren't going to graduate with me and later that night break it off with me so you can go to Harvard?" I snapped in hurt and anger. "Yeah, no!" Trina quickly leaves at that as my teeth grind together. "Go to Harvard because I am breaking up with you, you insensitive scoundrel." I turn on my heel as Jake calls out, "Valerie, it's not like that." The next semester, I graduated and was accepted to another school. Here I was working towards my other passion. The class had just begun when Jake ran in late. "I'm sorry I'm late." He stops immediately as he sees me in the front row at Harvard, studying to become a specialized lawyer with a bachelor's degree in criminology. Jake stared open-mouthed in front of the whole class. Needless to say, that semester the professor didn't like him, and the rest of the students found him as a joke, especially when he had the lowest scores on the bar exam. I had to thank Trina for the brilliant idea.